Hi, I'm Zane from Drive Them All, and today we're trading in the pavement for something a little dirtier. We're going off-road in the all-new Ford Bronco. If you're one of the tens of thousands of people who are currently awaiting delivery of their own Ford Bronco, I gotta tell you, I feel for you and I've been there. So with that in mind, this video was designed just for you. You see, this Bronco Badlands Edition with the Sasquatch package was made to go deep off-road and encounter all sorts of muddy and gnarly terrain. So that's exactly where we're gonna take it and do all the sorts of things that you can't wait to do with your own Bronco. So like always here at Drive Them All, we like to have some fun. And that means taking this Bronco and getting it dirty, driving over some rocks, through some sand, and learning about this particular vehicle all at the same time. Then we'll tell you how it does and give you some driving impressions that you'll really appreciate if you have one of these amazing machines on order. So since this vehicle is specifically made to go deep into the woods, let's get going and find out specifically what makes the Badlands Sasquatch Edition so special. So as mentioned, this Bronco is a Badlands trim level with the Sasquatch package. That means you get some pretty impressive features. They include a terrain management system with 7 GOAT modes, including rock crawl, sand, and mud rut modes. You also get a very capable suspension with front sway bar disconnect, locking front and rear axles, a 4.71:1 final drive ratio, a higher suspension height, position-sensitive Bilstein shocks, and unique high-clearance fender flares. It also includes a 10-speed automatic transmission and 17-inch beadlock-capable wheels with massive 35-inch Goodyear mud terrain tires. And that's not even getting into the fact that the Bronco is a retro-styled masterpiece. Front to back, the Bronco is a delight to look at and features LED lighting everywhere. The top is fully removable, or, well, partly removable if you want, and if you're adventurous enough, the doors even come off without much effort. This Bronco is equipped with the Luxe package, which means that it has a few really nice high-tech features, including a full safety suite that has adaptive cruise control, blind spot awareness, and lane keep assist. We also have a huge, massive 12-inch infotainment center with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, a 360-degree camera system, a 10-speaker Bang & Olufsen sound system, and wireless phone charging to keep you topped up on the road. The inside of the Bronco is a cross-up between high-tech and utilitarian. You've got a massive infotainment screen and digital gauge cluster up front and high, but down low you've got rubber seats, a rubber floor, and full washout ports. If I owned one of these, I'm not sure I'd exactly point a hose inside of my Bronco, but I also wouldn't be afraid to pour water and wash out my footwells of any sand, salt, or mud that is left behind. Now that I've spent some time with the Ford Bronco, it's really obvious this thing is a beast, and that's in no small part to its massive 35-inch tires that come with the Sasquatch package. In fact, this entire vehicle is really impressive, and Ford's GOAT modes, the 7 different driving modes that you can select from, offer a lot of versatility. You basically twist the dial, set what kind of conditions you're in, the vehicle automatically adjusts from the accelerator to the transmission, including the locking axles and the 360-degree camera system, and off you go with no trouble at all. Now, I've had some time behind the wheel on these very same trails with the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon, and no doubt the Wrangler is really impressive, but the Ford Bronco feels like what a modern Wrangler should be. It's composed, it's more capable, it is more comfortable, and certainly seems like it bests the Wrangler and looks better in the process. Now, I have not driven them head to head, and I'd love to do that in the future, but I gotta give the win to the Bronco just based on what I can experienced between these two vehicles. So if you're gonna buy the Bronco and you're gonna take it off-road, no doubt this thing is amazing. But there is a big caveat. If you are buying a Bronco and your plan is to daily commute with this thing on the highway or otherwise, you might want to think again. There's a lot of road noise that creeps in above 40 miles an hour. The tires sing, the road noise comes in, and it's kind of a grating experience. I wouldn't put this as the best daily driver. But off-road, it does a great job. And now we're going down this rock-strewn trail, and it's absolutely dominating every boulder it goes over and every rut it comes across. And it just makes driving off-road a heck of a lot of fun. This particular Ford Bronco has the 2.3 liter four-cylinder EcoBoost engine. It's turbocharged and puts out a little over 300 horsepower, which is really impressive based on its size alone. However, on the road and for daily commuting, it has the thirst of a V8, and we've gotten around 16 to 17 miles per gallon, which is a little lower than I would have expected for a four-cylinder. But when you think about how the Bronco has completely a slab-sided front and the aerodynamics of a brick, it makes a little bit more sense. Overall though, when that engine has to be put to the test off-road, the gearing and the 10-speed transmission allow it to shine, and you're never left wanting for more torque or a bigger engine. So if you want the ultimate in off-road capability with a retro flair, look no further. This Ford Bronco is absolutely it. But with that said, Ford can't really make enough of these things, and all of the 2021 model year orders have been spoken for. And in fact, most of the people who ordered a 2021 have been pushed off to model year 2022. And even then, if you can find one of these Broncos at a dealership, the markups can be quite intense, with dealers asking tens of thousands of dollars over sticker price. But if you're buying the Bronco to drive on the highway or for your daily commute, maybe you'll want to rethink your purchase. The sound deadening is limited and road noise pours into the cabin unabated. But that said, if you're buying the Bronco to go off-road, challenge yourself to the toughest terrain, or overland deep into the woods with no worries in mind, this is absolutely the vehicle you want to buy. So if you have a Bronco on order and you're getting frustrated by the wait, let me tell you, as somebody who's now driven one of these things, it is completely worth it. The minute you get behind the wheel, all of that frustration and anxiety is gonna slip away. Good trails lie ahead for those who have the Ford Bronco on order, I promise. I'm Zane from Drive Them All, and you know what? I'm gonna go take this Bronco for a little bit more time off-road before Ford decides to ask for it back. If you see my family, tell them I'll be home for dinner, eventually.